Hey guys, welcome to a new video and welcome to Yosemite. Behind me is the all-new Rivian R1S. My sister and I were able to take this on a road trip from Los Angeles to Yosemite, and we were among some of the first people ever to not only see it, but drive it. I'm gonna tell you a little bit about our experience and a lot about the vehicle. The first thing that's really cool about the Rivian is the key. This is such a unique key. It has this like little hook here where you can latch it onto your backpack. And one of the really cool features is when you lock it, listen to the little chirp. Ah, it's so cute. We also have a card. So this is also really great if you're gonna be, valeting, or if you're giving this to a friend or something, or this is all you wanna take, you've got the card. They also have a wristband. So say you're gonna go surfing or hiking and you don't wanna have a key. I do not have that, but it does exist, which is pretty cool. And last but not least, you can actually connect your phone to the car as well. So if you only wanna have your phone, you can have it. All right, let's go inside and let's talk about it. So let's go ahead and start with the exterior of the car. This is actually the L Cap granite color. It also comes in LA silver, glacier white, red canyon, midnight, Rivian blue, limestone, forest green, and compass yellow. So there are a bunch of different colors. I actually pre-ordered the Rivian blue, but this was a close second. This car definitely is a little bit on the bigger side. We have a 7-seat configuration. It also is 200.8 inches long. Now the range on this is up to 316 miles. We drove this from Los Angeles to Yosemite, which was around a 6-hour trip. We stopped twice to charge, and none of those were full charges. It was just to kind of like, top it off a little bit to make sure that we made it. Plus we were stopping to eat, we were stopping to use the restroom. So we really had no charging issues. We used the Electrify America chargers and it was great. What's really cool too is that you can change the clearance of the car. You can adjust it anywhere from 9.5 to 15 inches. So you are able to adjust the suspension. So this is the launch edition package. It has the quad motor all-wheel drive with the 22-inch Sport Bright wheels. The interior is the Black Mountain. The 22-inch sport wheels will reduce the estimated range by around 21 miles, so that is something to keep in mind. I was actually really surprised and impressed by how much we could fit in the frunk. We actually fit my sister, Justine, inside. There is an emergency release button in case somebody gets trapped. You can easily get out with the press of a button. So that is a good feature to have. What makes this a really great adventure vehicle is all of the accessories that you can add. Above here are hooks where you can add in racks. It makes it easy to add a bunch of their accessories. My personal favorite is the tent. Here that you can actually set up the tent in like under 3 minutes. It has a ladder, definitely an accessory that I'm going to be adding to my pre-order for my adventures. But as of now, we haven't gotten to check out the rack or any of the accessories, but don't worry, because in the future, when I own it, we're gonna test it out. The seats also go down extremely easy in this vehicle, which makes for a lot of storage. We had 4 adults and an insane amount of luggage. We put down the back row. Since this is a 7-seat, you can put down the back seat and it allows for so much storage. And underneath, there's a secret little compartment where we have a first aid. We also have an air compressor, which makes it really easy to add air to your tires if you need to on a trip. And this is actually where we put our snacks so that the snacks did not get smashed. There's also a cool little feature where you can lift up this board if you want to stargaze, or we actually were putting in luggage and it was so much smoother to put the luggage in because it just slid right up. Okay, now let's head up to the front. I have been driving, I've actually been like basically the only person on this trip so far to drive the car. I'm usually the dedicated driver, and since I have been obsessed with the Rivian for so long, like this is my dream, so I'm kind of also hogging the car a little bit. But let's talk about what the experience has been like for me, the driver. I've had so much fun driving this, and this still is the pre-production model, so I thought that it was going to be kind of laggy with like software. It was not at all. I was very, very impressed. I love the dual screens. This big screen up here in the navigation makes it really easy to not only find charging points. When we were driving up here, we had Los Angeles to Rush Creek Lodge, the hotel we're staying at, and along the way it had suggested stops of where we should stop and for how long we should charge so that we can make it here without running out of battery. And on my screen, I also have the map. So when my sister was messing around with Spotify, I still had the map in front of me so I could see where we were going. It's also really easy to customize your own personal settings. Since this isn't my car, I added myself on as a profile. I had my seat setting customized and set. I had my wheel height set to my preference, and everything that was customized for me on my profile so that when I got in, everything was how it should be. Spotify also was built into the interface. I'm team Spotify, so for me, having this built in to the dash, I like it. This vehicle also has the heated and cooling seats in the front, heated seats in the back. It was really nice because driving up here, we were driving through Bakersfield and it was 110 degrees. So I had on the seat cooling, and then in Yosemite, it was actually kind of chilly like it is now. So I have on the heated seat. The cameras on the R1S are also nice. I was backing out of a lot of tight spaces on a lot of busy roads in Yosemite, and it was a very, very wide angle where I was able to see if any cars were coming or if there was any people or children. There is a front camera, which is something that I love because this is a higher vehicle, it's an SUV. There's a lot of rocks all around, and like sometimes sensors just don't pick it up, or if I'm getting as close as possible to the rock, I want to physically see how much space I have. It also does have the 360 overhead so that you can see when you're parking to a spot. We also have the gear guard where you can activate the cameras to pick up any motion that is happening around the car. We had it turned on, and it's basically just a lot of people who are walking up to the car and taking pictures. So I also would have been going around and taking pictures. So it was really funny just watching people interact respectfully with the vehicle. But unfortunately, not everyone is respectful. So if there is any type of crime, if somebody tries to break in, it will record it if you have it on, and there's also an alarm that will go off. Oh, another thing, hi, how could I forget about this? There's a flashlight in the door. Very high quality flashlight. Another cool thing is that there is a speaker in the front that comes out and it charges in the car as well. Let me get it out for you guys. Do you see this right here? This is a Rivian speaker built into the car. So when it's in its home, in the dock, it's just charging, which is pretty great. We have the buttons back here to pair, and it also has a light. Also with the center console, there's a lot of space in the center console, and there's also a wireless dock so that you can set your phone. Plenty of USB-C ports in the car. I was actually using the wireless dock to put my camera because it was like perfect for not sliding around. There's also a really nice spot between the passenger and the driver's side where you can put a bunch of stuff. I had like a little cooler bag, I had cameras, I had all of my gear. So it was just a really, really convenient vehicle for what I was doing, which is traveling, adventuring, filming, action stuff. It just was really great for everything. There's also a panoramic roof in the R1S, which makes it really great for just looking up. We were seeing so many pretty trees in Yosemite, and it does have a UV protection so that you won't get burned through the sunroof. So overall, there's so many great features, and I've really been enjoying the R1S. This has been a dream. I've had a pre-order for quite some time now. Unfortunately, this is just a loaner, and I have to give it back, but I am so thankful that Rivian gave me this opportunity. This has been my dream. And I've made so many friends because everybody wanted to talk to us about the Rivian. Make sure you guys subscribe because there's also a vlog that I shot from Yosemite, so make sure you check that out. Thank you again to Rivian for making this happen. I cannot wait until my pre-order is here, and we will be taking you guys on so many more adventures in the R1S. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you again next time. Yeah, that felt like it was 0 to 3 seconds. We were also on an incline.
It's also cold out, so the battery's not prepped.
Yeah, I probably should have done that. Had fun though.